What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. Check it out. So we here for the Celtics versus the Nets. And with 5 minutes and 8 seconds left into the first quarter, sorry I'm a little bit late. I actually thought this game was going to start at 1 o'clock, but we can go from here. So the Brooklyn Nets have the lead right now, 22-13. And they also have the ball just knocked out of bounds by the Boston Celtics. So it's 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Nets retain possession. So into Allen. Allen out to the top of the key. Prince on the wing. Back into Allen for the jump hook. Miss. Shot clock violation. Good defense by the Boston Celtics. So the Celtics seem to have shocked a lot of people. I don't believe that many fans thought the Celtics would be as good as they are. Luckily, they have Kemba Walker back, and it wasn't as serious injury as it may have seemed. And my man, Luis in the building, my partner in crime, D the Godfather Jefferson. Appreciate you coming through. My man Freddie in the building. What's good, my guy? What's up, Freddie? Just a little basketball action for the holidays here. How y'all guys doing today? So Brad Stevens with somewhat of a concerned look on his face. Brooklyn Nets call a timeout. We're going into commercial break, guys. 22-13, 4:35 left in the first quarter. Celtics are up with an 8-point lead. So we got Cornell Gaskin just stepped in the building. What up, Cornell? What's up, D? Happy birthday, bro. Yep, appreciate that, man. Back at you. And my man, the GOAT, Josh in the building. What's good with you, Josh? Appreciate you coming through. Just thought I'd give some live basketball action. Hey, guys, look, tonight is a celebration. My partner in crime, as y'all know, Basketball Live with Luis and D. We just cranked up this show for you guys. We're going to come every Tuesday and Thursday between 8 and 8:30. We're going to give you guys live basketball commentary, and sometimes we're just going to do lives and talk about, injuries, statistics, and what's going on in the basketball world. But the celebration is the fact that both Lewis and I just hit 500 on our last game that we did commentary for. And it's all thanks to you guys. That's my Thanksgiving, acknowledgement, to thank all you guys for supporting us and being there with us. So y'all join us tonight for the celebration. Both of us hit 500 and on the way to 1,000, guys, and again, it's all I don't know how I went on mute right there, but anyway, so this is big for the Celtics fans. Kemba Walker is actually doing, really well. And I'm just waiting, to tell you the truth, guys. I'm waiting for Jason Tatum to kind of break out. It's just a matter of time. I believe Tatum is a future star, superstar possibly in the NBA. The guy has loads of potential. Just kind of waiting for him to break out. You know what I mean? Brooklyn Nets on the other side, they're actually, in my opinion, a little disappointing because I would want to see a better Brooklyn Nets team awaiting the arrival of Kevin Durant. But they're not as strong as I anticipated they would be. And, we all know that Kyrie Irving, with his recent statement and everything else, you got to have fan support. And a lot of fans were put back off the statements he made. So we're just going to have to see how this plays out. Kyrie Irving's a great player. He had a 50-point game. He and Kevin Durant are friends, and maybe that can turn everything around. So score layup. I didn't see who just hit that layup, but it's a layup by the Brooklyn Nets. So they extend their lead to 24-13, 9-point lead by the Nets. All right, the Celtics with the ball, drive the lane, nice little floater inside. Celtics score 15-24. And guys, to be honest with you, I am on the fly learning these players. So Crowder puts up a jump shot, and it's an offensive interference by DeAndre Jordan. The ball was in the cylinder, so they called that. But like I was saying, I with the trades and the rookie class, and I will be honest with you guys, I do not know every player. So sometimes you might just hear me say Brooklyn score or the Nets score, and that's still because I'm learning these players. I do know a lot of players. So Iman Shumpert to pass the ball, and he gets it into DeAndre Jordan. And at the top of the key here, back out to Jordan. Iman takes the jump shot, about a 17-footer, and drains it. So it's 26-15, back up to a 9-point lead. Marcus Smart brings the ball down, passes it off to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker on the wing, shoots it to Marcus Smart at the top of the key for the three. Smart off, but Walker gets the rebound, back out to Smart for another three, and that shot is off. So Iman brings the ball down. Shepard kicks it to the corner. And then there's a travel by Brooklyn. So there's going to be a turnover there, guys. Let me see who was that with the ball there. Bear with me, guys. I'll get all of these guys' names. So Morris brings the ball up, passes it over to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart with the ball at the top of the key, drives the lane. And DeAndre Jordan with the good defense. Smart kind of got tied up. Nets down for the score, misses the easy layup. Kemba Walker to drive the lane, loses control of the ball. Turnover by the Celtics. So, guys, they're not going to be able to dig into this lead with these turnovers. That's for sure. You got to take care of the ball, and you got to score when you get the opportunities. If the other team turns the ball over or misses the shot, you have to score. So a long corner three by Iman Shumpert. He drains that 29-15, a 14-point lead by the Celtics. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first quarter. So Walker with the ball at the top of the key. Short jumper drains it. 17-29. Ball stolen by Marcus Smart and then fouled on the play. I think that on that Smart play, that should have been a foul. I mean, Jordan came, he left his feet, and then he caused contact with Marcus Smart. But it's all up to the referees, guys. I'm enjoying some of that Thanksgiving leftovers. The Texan in the building. What's good, D, in the chat? Just giving my light. Gonna rest up from the grogginess. I feel you. I appreciate the like, Texan. So the Celtics almost lose the ball, but they regain control at the top of the key. Passes it over to, I couldn't tell who that was, but Celtics just drained the three. So they bring that lead down to single digits, guys, 29-20. 1 minute, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Brooklyn Nets try to respond with a three of their own, but that's off. Jason Tatum brings the ball down. So Tatum almost loses the ball, recovers, picks it up for the 15-footer and drains it 22-29. So the Celtics are doing a good job at digging into this lead. They've brought it down to 7 points. So the Nets bring the ball down out of on the wing, drives in for the layup and missed. DeAndre Jordan with the rebound. He misses and score on the layup. So it's 22-31, back to a 9-point lead. Celtics has the ball. Jason Tatum for the three at the top of the key. Off shot. Rebounded by the second Celtics. He tries a Euro step and gets it blocked. Excellent defense by the Celtics in there. So they have the ball. 16 seconds left on the shot clock for the first quarter. Great defense by Brooklyn. Moves around the screen. Jason Tatum with the ball. 17-footer. Drains it. 24-31. 2.5 seconds left. Iman Shumpert with a half-court shot. Oh, in and out. He almost banged that. So, starting off, good game, guys. Good game. The Brooklyn Nets took an early lead, double-digit lead, but the Celtics worked their way back in there. So we got my man Justin Trouble in the building. What's up, Justin? Appreciate you coming through. And my man Duck in the building. What's up, Duck? What's up with you, my man? So we're on commercial, guys. End of the first quarter. And Josh says, I'm thinking if Isaiah Thomas was able to have the year he did with the Celtics, Kemba Walker will definitely have a better season since it seems to fit into Brad's system. And he's getting along with the teammates. Yeah, that's a valid point there, Josh. And I think that Brad Stevens loves the addition of Kemba Walker over Scary Terry. Tell you the truth, I don't understand Michael Jordan sometimes paying Terry that money, but, Michael Jordan was, the best player, in my opinion, ever to grace the basketball court. But on the ownership side, he's just not doing a great job. Jason Tatum shoots too many jump shots. Yeah, I agree with that, Lewis. I think he needs to use those athletic talents to get into the lane and drive a little more. I would like to see him do that as well. Kyrie is the better player than Kemba, but I think Kemba is better fit for the Celtics team. Yeah, Kyrie is a better player, but, one thing I see with Kyrie is, and I hate to say this, inconsistency. So potentially, Kyrie could be, a much better player all the time, but Kyrie's somewhat on a roller coaster sometimes, and these teams need consistency. They need to be able to rely on, especially their star player, which until Durant comes back, Kyrie is the man, Freddie, what's going on with this thing? All right, Freddie said Lewis Kobe taught him that. Yeah, Kobe's actually, I think Kobe wouldn't be a bad coach, to tell you the truth. I don't think he's interested in that. Kobe has the drive to get these players to do the right thing. Josh says exactly, Lewis. Freddie says Kyrie doesn't move without the ball much. The Nets started to run more handoff action for Kyrie, though. He lost a bunch of weight. He's better conditioned to handle that now. I agree. So driving the lane by the Celtics and missed shot. They get the rebound, offensive rebound, takes the small jumper and short jumper, and miss. So the Nets will recover. And stolen by the Celtics, 2-on-1. Jason Tatum slows it down, passes it down low into Cantor. Cantor with the jump hook on DeAndre Jordan, scores 26-31, down to a 5-point game, guys. All right, and I have got to learn some of these guys' names. I just can't. I can't continue to do this. It's killing me, guys. It's killing me. It's killing me. Your boy D. Jeff got to get better with the name. Got to get better with these guys' names, seriously. All right, Temple, Pinson. All right, so Cantor with the ball at the top of the key. Passes it off on the wing. Celtics got the ball for the three-point shot, drains it. So the Celtics are slowly but surely digging into that lead, trying to take the lead from the Brooklyn Nets. And the way the Celtics have been playing, I expect them to win this game because the Nets haven't really looked that good. And I was kind of surprised to see them take an early lead. So Iman Shumpert for the three off. rebounded by the Celtics. Jason Tatum with the ball at the top of the key, another jump shot, and that just goes to the point that was just made about Tatum taking too many jump shots. And you know, to some extent, I definitely have to agree with that. Tatum should do a better job of trying to drive the lane, draw the defense to him, and then kick that ball out. I mean, that's what they want to. I believe that's what they want out of Tatum. But he's young, man, and as this game goes on, I believe that he'll progress in the things that he do. So Temple will bring the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Passes it to Joe Harris. Joe Harris would miss the three-pointer and rebounded by the Celtics. All right, guys, give me a minute here. So Jason Tatum with the ball goes in for the layup on the baseline, but he steps out of bounds. All right, so Pinson with the ball brings it up, drives straight to the lane and blocked by Ennis Cantor. 14 seconds remains on the shot clock, but the Brooklyn Nets will retain possession of the ball. All right, so Joe Harris brings the ball in, passes it to DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan gives it off to Pinson. Pinson with Ellison on the defense, dribbles on him, step back, three-pointer, short. But DeAndre Jordan pulls down the offensive rebound over to Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert with the off shot. Celtics rebound. So Ennis Cantor with the short jump shot, and he's off. DeAndre Jordan with the rebound, passes it out to, looks like Iman Shumpert. Iman at the top of the key and foul. I'm not sure what happened there, but actually the Celtics got the ball, so it wasn't a foul. Maybe Iman traveled or carried with the ball. I'm not really sure, guys. So Celtics with the long jumper miss, rebounded by Pinson. He'll bring the ball across court. So Pinson shoots it over the Temple on the wing, and Here he is, Freddie. Sorry about that, guys. I was just sitting there talking and clicked back over and noticed that I wasn't on the screen, but I'm back again. So the Celtics has brought this game down to a 2-point lead, guys. I don't know what's going on with my machine here, but seem to be going in and out. Sorry about that. And as I was saying, the Celtics brought it down to a 2-point lead. So, they had Brooklyn Nets started the game off really well. I had a double-digit lead, but Celtics have worked their way in there, got back in the game, and brought that lead down to 2. So it's 32-34 with 7 odd minutes left in the second quarter. And I'd like to appreciate all you guys coming here to check me out for this Celtic game. Just wanted to give you a little basketball action on this holiday weekend. Hope all you guys ate well, and I know there's plenty of leftovers. I'm over here snacking on some right now myself. And my man Chen Smoke just stepped in the building. What's up, Chen? Appreciate you coming through, my man. What's good, D. Jeff? Salute. Just passing through to hit that like button. Always appreciate you, Chen. Chen is a boxing fan of mine. So I have a lot of boxing fans that, they're not really into basketball, but they still show support and come through and hit that like for me. And I really appreciate you guys, man. So let me get to the chat here. My man Lewis says, Freddie G, if you watched the first season with Boston, he mixed up. There were games he should have scored 11, 20, and the Celtics would still win. Yeah, and if you're talking about Kyrie Irving, that's the inconsistency I'm talking about. So they put up some stats here. Last season, Joe Harris' three-point shooting percentage was actually 0.2 over Steph Curry, which is amazing, when you think about those stats. Joe Harris is a pretty good three-point shooter for sure. I will say that. All right, guys, so we're back in action. And the Brooklyn Nets come in with the ball, turn around, short jumper, drains it. So it's 32-36, 4-point lead by the Brooklyn Nets. Allison with the ball at the top of the key, dribbles around the Cantor screen, shoots the three-pointer. That's off. Joe Harris with the rebound, kicks it over to Temple. Temple brings the ball across court over to Josh Allen. Josh Allen kind of gets tied up, twisted, spins on Tatum, but he misses the layup. So Tatum with another jump shot, three-pointer, but he drains it this time. So it's a 1-point game, guys, 35-36. Brooklyn up by 1. So Brooklyn Nets drive the lane and shot off again. So this is the chance for the Celtics to take the lead. And Ellison lost the ball in the hole. He actually had help there, but he tried to take it, and he got surrounded by white jerseys. So Joe Harris into Allen. Allen back out to Joe Harris. Joe Harris with the fake. Back to Allen for the crazy layup, but Allen is fouled, and he will go to the line. So Jason Tatum with the hesitant jump shot, but he drains it. And, I would have to agree with whoever made that comment concerning Jason Tatum. He needs to drive the lane a little more and stop with all of these jump shots. He's a good shooter when he gets into rhythm, but sometimes, with these players, they have to see that ball go in the hole. So Allen for his second free throw, and he actually misses both, guys. Jason Tatum with the rebound, brings the ball across court, drives the lane like we just talked about, draws the defense, Passes off to Marcus Smart, and Marcus Smart fouled on the shot. So Smart will go up for 2 shots. Brad Stevens is fussing about something, and I'm not sure what. Okay, it was Jared Allen holding on to the rim, so they may call offensive interference. I think that's what Brad Stevens was hollering about, but they don't give him that call, so it's still 35-26. Smart with the first free throw, he drains it. So it's a tie game now. Celtics has dug their way back in and tied the game up, guys. 6 minutes left in the second half. Smart to shoot his second free throw, and it rattles around and goes in. So the Celtics take the lead for the first time in the game, 37-36. So dribbles down in the hole, passes it out on the wing. Joe Harris drives down in the lane, kicks the ball out, and Brooklyn for the 3, so they regain the lead. All right, guys, so we have a game now, 2-point game. Ennis Cantor in for the layup, ties the game up again. So Smart up on Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie dribbles around the Josh Allen screen, gets Cantor on him, steps back for the jump shot and drains it. Nice step back 3-pointer by Dinwiddie over Ennis Cantor. Great shot, guys. So it's a 42-39 game. Celtics down by 3 points. It just showed Kyrie Irving and his boy Kevin Durant over there on the bench. And I know Brooklyn Nets wish they had both of those guys in the game. So it appears that Kemba Walker was fouled, and they might give him a shooting foul. He was fouled by Joe Harris outside of the 3-point line. Wow, so they're going to give it to him. Kemba Walker to the line for, I'm not sure if they gave him 2 or 3, though. Well, he misses the first free throw, so it's still 39-42. And Jaylen Brown checks into the game for the Boston Celtics. All right, so he drains the second free throw, so it's a 2-point game, guys, 42-40. And a 3-point shot at the top of the key by the Brooklyn Nets, 45-40. So they extend that lead back up 5 points. Kemba passes it out on the wing, and Boston responds with their own 3, back down to a 2-point game, guys. All right, so we have a back and forth game going here. 3-pointer by the Brooklyn Nets. It bounces up and it goes in. So it looks like we're starting to have a 3-point shootout by these two teams. 48-43. Kemba Walker says no nonsense, drives into the lane but misses the layup. Rebounded by Josh Allen over to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie to the corner to Joe Harris. Joe Harris tied up and then fouled by Marcus. Oh, actually the hook on Joe Harris. So the Boston Celtics will get the ball back, guys. So this is looks like to end this half, we're gonna have somewhat of a back and forth game by these two teams. I'm not really comfortable with the fouls these refs are calling either. Look like some shoddy calls going on here, but I'm not a referee and I'm not on that court. I don't see what these guys see. So Marcus Smart with the ball drives into the lane, wild layup, and Wow, Daniel Tice with the one-hand putback. So it's 45-48. Brooklyn still up by 3. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter, guys. So Pinson brings the ball down, passes it over to Jordan. Jordan to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie up for the 3, misses. Tice with the rebound. Kemba Walker comes down, shoots his own 3. He misses, and DeAndre Jordan with the rebound. Dinwiddie will bring the ball across the court. And alley-oop to DeAndre Jordan for the dunk. Nice pass by Dinwiddie. 45-50. Brooklyn back up by 5. Kemba Walker slows it down, brings the ball down, passes it off to Tice. Tice with the ball back to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker with the hesitation and pass to Tice, but blocked by Dinwiddie. Nice defense by Dinwiddie. Pinson for the layup and one. All right, guys. Brooklyn starting to extend that lead again. So Pinson with the transition layup and the foul. So he'll go to the line for 3, but a timeout is called, and I think we're going into commercial break. So Boston worked their way back in there, actually took the lead at one point, but the Brooklyn Nets regained the lead and has extended that to a 7-point lead. Could be 8, depending on what happened with this free throw shot once we come off the commercial break. And yes, your boy D-Jep is enjoying some of that good Thanksgiving food. Let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. And Josh said it was too many Chiefs, not enough Indians with Terry and Brown and Tatum and Kyrie. I could agree with that, Josh. That's actually a great comment. Josh, because Kimber will still at least pass the rock and plays off the ball. Sometimes he'll get his isolations. He'll get his ISOs, but he played 2 to 3 years of college versus Kyrie. 8 games at Duke. He knows how to play in the system. Well, I'll tell you this, Freddie. That's a good comment. And Kemba Walker has fit in with the Boston Celtics very well. So I don't think too many people will argue with that, my man. He said Josh Facts, too many players that wanted to be the man. Yeah, that's a fact. I understand why Kyrie wrote that letter, but man, that was very unwise. Yeah, it was. It was. I was talking about that earlier. It wasn't received well by the fans either. You know, sometimes you got to watch your emotions and keep your emotions out of the game. And I don't know, maybe somebody didn't give Kyrie that advice, Josh. Bad move on his part, especially with this team trying to go to a certain level and prepare themselves for the return of Kevin Durant. I will tell you this. Kevin Durant is an outstanding player, but these guys have got to show more and do better than they're doing, because with the strength of the other teams in the league, Kevin Durant's not going to save the day. Not alone. These guys got to step up. I mean, you would expect them going into the playoffs to be one of the top 4 teams. And then when you add Kevin Durant to a team like that, then we're talking business. But if they go into the playoffs, you know, bottom tier team, 7 or 8, or let's say not make the playoffs, then we can't feel too comfortable about what Kevin Durant's going to do. So, you know, everything's depending on how these guys react and move about. All right, guys. So Marcus Smart will bring the ball across court. Pinson hits the free throw, so it's back to an 8-point lead. Cantor with the ball at the top of the key, passes it over to Tatum on the wing. Tatum to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker dribbles around the screen, goes right at DeAndre Jordan for the inside layup, and he misses it. DeAndre Jordan with the rebound. 8-point lead by the Celtics. Pinson drives the lane. And great defense by Smart to draw the offensive foul on Pinson. Pinson doesn't like the call, but hey, it is what it is. Offensive foul. So the Boston Celtics will have the ball. They keep showing Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving over there socializing on the bench. And I know these Brooklyn Nets just wish both of those guys were in the game. Would probably be much more of a lead. So Cantor with the ball at the top of the key passes it to Smart. Smart loses the ball into the hands of DeAndre Jordan. Jordan over to Pinson. Pinson at the top of the key dribbles around Kemba Walker, shoots it out to the corner for the three, drains it. So, guys, back up to a double-digit lead for the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets looking pretty good here. Marcus Smart drives, gets the defender off his feet, and nice layup. Nice step in by Smart to get the defender up in the air, move around him with the real simple layup. All right, Dinwiddie with the ball. Kicks it back out to the top for the long three, short. Jason Tatum with the rebound. He'll bring the ball across court. Jason Tatum passes it down low to Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart back up top to Jaylen Brown. Bad pass. Jaylen Brown did handle it, though. Marcus Smart for the turnaround jumper. Misses. Enes Kanter gets the rebound. And back up for the layup. So there's 49-56, 7-point lead by the Brooklyn Nets. Dinwiddie brings the ball across court. Calling for the Jordan screen. Dribbles around the screen. Passes it on the wing to Pinson. Pinson back out for the three-pointer by the Nets, and that's off. So Walker all alone in the corner, dribbles into the lane, passes it up to Tatum for the three at the top of the key, 51-56. So the Celtics has once again pulled that double-digit lead down within 4 points. 29 seconds left, not much difference between the shot clock and game clock for this half. Dinwiddie's taking his time at the top of the key, passes it off. Jordan in the lane for the dunk, 58 to 52, 6-point lead. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. Kemba Walker will dribble the ball cross court. And I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just kind of standing there with the ball, draining time off the clock. So Jason Tatum for the long three and drains it. Nice shot by Jason Tatum. 55-58, long court shot, air ball. So, guys, we go into the halftime, 55-58, 3-point lead by the Nets. Every time the Nets get a big lead, the Celtics work their way back in the game and drive that down. So, one thing for sure, I wish I had my man Lewis Basketball Football Network up here with me to give you guys the halftime stats because he does a great job at that. Lewis, seeing that you're still in the building, I'm getting ready to send you an email link if you'd like to join me up here. Lewis is my partner in crime. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. So, Lewis, if you're not busy, I'm getting ready to send you an email if you want to come up here and join me for this Boston Celtics Nets game. If not, my friend, I do understand it's the holiday weekend, so enjoy yourself and, but I just sent that email off to you. Sorry, guys, on live basketball commentary, it's not an open forum, but let's go to the chat. See what you guys are talking about right now. So Freddie says Allen has become a double-double machine. Yes, Freddie. LeVert is talented as hell. And like Lewis said, Dinwiddie is the best backup point guard in the league. DeAndre Jordan shouldn't be losing, games like that. That's what I'm saying, Freddie. Like, I see that I'm not alone with this, that I kind of expected a lot more from the Brooklyn Nets. I would expect them to be real competitors. Like I said, top 4 on the Eastern Conference. And then that way, when you insert a Kevin Durant into this team, then they're a threat, an immediate threat. But if you're hovering down there in the 7th or 8th spot and you're struggling, it's too much talent in the league, too many great duos for Kevin Durant to just come in and save the day. It also puts too much pressure on Kevin Durant because It's not like he's coming off of a minor injury. That Achilles rupture is a serious injury. So we don't want to see them bring Kevin Durant back and put everything on his back and he's re-injured again. Because a lot of Kevin Durant fans, may not like to hear this, but he's an injury-prone guy. So they need to ease him back into the system. They're going to have to probably in the beginning of the season, the load management thing that's pretty much a part of the game in this era of basketball. The older guys in the 90s and such, they played 82 games. It didn't matter. They dealt with the injuries. They rested off season. But load management is kind of a thing in this era of basketball. So, but an Achilles injury has ended careers. And it's a very serious injury. So we don't want to bring KD back and put so much on his back, so much weight on him. But let's see here. Lewis says, I'm sorry, not Kyrie. Mood swings, Irvin need to understand. This is what, yeah, that's right. You wanted to be the man, and now you're the man. So that's what comes along with it. And these mood swings, I agree with that. He can't be moaning about, bitching and moaning about what's going on. This is what you asked for. Now you got it. You got to show up, show and prove. And speaking of injury prone, I said this, weeks back, actually before the season start, that Kyrie Irving is also injury prone. And, the Nets fans find him sitting on the bench right alongside of Kevin Durant. So, it's interesting to see how these teams are going to play out next season. A lot of Kevin Durant fans think that, Kyrie and Kevin Durant on the same team is over for the league. And, I have this saying, and I always say it, man, availability plus durability equals eligibility. And that's one of the knocks that I have on Kawhi Leonard, with all of this load management. He does have a bum knee, but, you can't be talking about Kyrie Irving and, I'm sorry, not Kyrie, but Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant and all of these in the conversation with Michael Jordan and not even LeBron James, because one thing about LeBron James and Michael Jordan, they were durable as hell. So they were on the floor. They played 75 plus games a season, and so we can compare talent, but we can't compare what they offer for their teams or what they bring to the game because they're just not there. And if you're not there, then you cannot compare to the GOATs. You can't compare to, the potential GOATs. Kevin Durant's extremely talented. Kyrie Irving's extremely talented. But how much are you on the floor compared to LeBron James? And that's one thing that we have to take into account. You can hate LeBron James. You can say all the nonsense you want to say about LeBron James, but he is on the court. I've seen LeBron James roll his ankle to where it was damn near sideways. 5 minutes later, he's back on the court. That's called durability, guys. If that same injury was to happen to Kawhi Leonard or Kevin Durant, we're not going to see them in the game probably for weeks. So, it's just this load management thing is a new age situation, and I don't really take to it a whole lot, but I mean, that's just my opinion on it. This Nets team does not defend consistently. They have been in close games and have lost them. Lost to some bad teams. Yeah, defense is half the ball, and you have to defend. Facts, Lewis. But they have capable defenders, though. That's true. DeAndre Jordan, Josh Allen, Dinwiddie, they do have. I agree with that, Freddie, but they're just not producing that defense, Minute restrictions for KD plus load management for sure. Yep, that's what it's going to be, Josh. So they can't just expect him to come in there right off of this Achilles injury and save the day. They're going to have to pick up the pace and do a lot better to, like I said, ease him in, insert him into this team. Yeah, Freddie agrees. No, it's not. They just haven't been defending consistently. Yep, that's true, Lewis. Lewis, I did send you that email just in case, bro, you want to come jump on with me. Load management is not real. Like my boy said, a wheelchair has the new wave fans that accept. That is a fact, a wheelchair. I like that one, Freddie. I might have to use that wheelchair. Yeah, man. I hear a lot of people saying that, kind of, well, we just got to understand that's the way the game goes now. No, we don't have to accept that because there's players today, Dame Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, Kemba Walker. It's not all of this low management nonsense, but we're supposed to accept it just because it's Kawhi Leonard? No, no, not at all. You're getting paid millions of dollars. A lot of people think that athletes are paid too much. I don't necessarily agree with that because the owners make 10 times the amount. So it's entertainment. Everybody in the field of entertainment is paid a lot of money. But if you're going to be paid that money, produce. Do they pay Denzel Washington $20 million a movie to say, you know what? I don't want to come in for the next month, so we're going to have to delay this movie. That's not what happens. If you get paid the money, you play. My man Ness Mendoza just stepped in the building. What's up, Ness? I know Ness is a boxing fan. He said, what's up, Speak Your Mind? Just dropping by to hit that like, bro. Yeah, I figured that, but I do appreciate that, Ness. It defeats the purpose of the season if you don't have the grind, but all get the credit during the playoffs. Right. 2 years ago, Kristaps' body gave up on him after a super hot start. Yeah. That's right, Freddie. I agree with you, man. Like, we're here on that. I don't want to hear all of these excuses. Like, get in there and play. Kristaps said he had to work on his conditioning to be able to handle the load offensively. Yep, and he has. And, I like that drive from players like that who want to condition themselves so that they can play the full season. I mean, again, yeah, you got to win these championships, but if you're not doing what it takes to get your team there first seeded in the playoffs, you know what I mean? Like, I can't give you full credit. I'm going to give you some credit, but I'm not going to start comparing you to LeBron James and the GOATs if you're not on that court the way he's on that court. There has to be some merit and credit for that alone. Like, he is on the court. He's durable. He's there to play. And everybody want to holler about the Taco Tuesdays and the team stacking. But one thing's for sure, LeBron is there to play. That has to account for something. And not only is he playing, but he's playing well. You want to know why certain players' stats are not like LeBron's stats? Because they're not on the court. People say, oh, well, LeBron is just good statistically. My man Ness hit me up with both accounts. I appreciate you, Ness. And 3 accounts. I really appreciate you, Ness. But yeah, they want to hate on LeBron James because of, the things that he did wrong. And okay, I can get that. But let's not just talk about what he does wrong. Let's also speak about what he does correctly. And being available and there for his team is something that you have to admire and give this man respect for. You can't just hate on him for everything else, especially when your favorite players has jumped on the bandwagon. The Kawhi, the Kevin Durant's, the Kyries, they've jumped on the bandwagon. So they're stacking teams too now. So there's no need for us to keep talking about, well, LeBron James is stacking teams. Well, in this day and era, who's not? So we can eliminate that. You can blame LeBron for starting it, but if your friend jumps off a bridge, you're going to jump off the bridge behind him. Look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. Everybody's talking about he's going to run the Golden State or this, that, and the third. And Giannis hasn't confirmed any of that. Giannis says he wants to win with the team that he started with. Giannis embodies what they did in the old school era. He's not with all of this buddying up and team stacking and all of that. And so now that Kevin Durant's in on the game, Kawhi Leonard's in on the game, then All of that's canceled out, if you ask me. All of the team stacking, we don't need to talk about that anymore. What we do need to talk about, though, is their durability and them being on the court. And LeBron James leads the way with that because he stays on the court. You know, I'm not a fan of the Taco Tuesdays and the remarks about China and all of this stuff. I can't lie and say that I'm a fan of that. But we have to give respect where respect is due. We can bash a guy, but we can't only bash a guy. We have to respect him for some of the things he does, and his durability is definitely to be respected. Dude on Lewis Page said that nickname, and I told him I'm stealing that. Kawhi, wheelchair Leonard. Yeah, bro, that's classic. I love it. Wheelchair Leonard. Yeah, that's one of my knocks on Kawhi. I like Kawhi a lot, but you know, you look at the Magic Johnsons, the Zekes, Isaiah Thomas. You know, I always say Zeke when I say Isaiah Thomas because we got a new one. But you know, the Larry Bird playing through back spasms, the Jordans, the Pippen, Dennis Rodmans, the Joe Dumars, the Hakeem Olajuwons, David Robinson. You know, all of these guys, Bill Russells, Will Chamberlain, these guys played through injuries, man. They got their asses on that court. But all of this softness in the league today, man, I can't subscribe to that. And I can't accept it for excuses. Like, these fans are accepting this now. Wheelchair, crutches, knee brace. That will be the new wave. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those are all good. I'm outside getting a haircut, so I will join when I'm done. Oh, okay. That's cool. Getting all shaped up. I probably need to shape up myself there, Lewis. But yeah, man, we still got a whole half of basketball to go. But I don't know, man. I think I might do a couple of videos on all of this load management, new age nonsense that's starting to be accepted by the new age fans. I mean, you know, I can't, you know, when people say, well, that's just how the game goes in today, that's just not true. Because if all of the superstars and all of the top players were doing it, I would understand. But James Harden, he gets a lot of grief. And, you know, Steph Curry has been playing injured his whole damn career. And no one talks about this. They just talk about what Kawhi Leonard deserved and, you know, what Kevin Durant deserved. No. What the fans deserve is the ones that pay for season tickets. They deserve to see you on that court. That's what the fans deserve, because it's the fans that pay those $1 million salaries. It's the fans, the reason you're getting endorsements. You know, so the fans deserve to have you on that court. When they come to a game and now you're not playing, they're paying to see you play. Let's talk about what us as the fans deserve. Nobody want to hear this load management crap. Like, it's total crap to me. I don't like it either, Josh. All right, guys, my rant is over. We're back to basketball. So it's 55 to 65 point lead. We just started the third quarter. And we have a foul called on the Brooklyn Nets. How about Ohio State, guys, rebounding and jumping back over LSU to take that number one spot? All right, Kemba Walker with the ball on the wing, step back jump on Josh Allen, off, rebounded by Cantor. Cantor with the putback, off, gets his own rebound again and puts it back up, 57 to 60, 3-point lead by the Brooklyn Nets. Dinwiddie will bring the ball down the court. Dinwiddie passes it over to, I can't tell, but back to Dinwiddie at the top of the key, and to Josh Allen inside all alone. Bad defensive rotation by Boston Celtics. No way Josh Allen should be in that hole alone. 62-57. Josh Allen with the easy layup. So Cantor with the ball at the top of the key, gives it to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker with Dinwiddie on the defense. Passes it off to Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum with the crossover in the lane for the short jumper and drains it. 59-62, three-point lead by the Nets. 10 minutes left in the third quarter. So great ball movement by the Brooklyn Nets. Get it to Joe Harris on the wing. Kemba Walker with the rebound. Nice rebound by Kemba. Kemba full speed ahead, take it coast to coast. And no foul call, lots of contact, but Kemba misses the easy layup. And great move by Dinwiddie to drive on Enes Kanter with the scoop for the layup. 59-64, back up to a 5-point lead for the Nets. So Marcus Smart takes it right into the chest of Joe Harris and one. So Marcus Smart will go to the line to try to get a three-point play here, and he drives right into the chest of Joe Harris. Marcus Smart with a strong play there. So it's 61-64, Marcus Smart at the line for the free throw. And he drains it to complete the three-point play, so it's a 2-point game now. Brooklyn Nets up by 2, 64-62, 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. And Dinwiddie with the ball, drives on Enes Kanter, one-hand scoop, missed. Josh Allen with the rebound and put back up for the dunk. Jason Tatum with the ball at the top of the key, gives it to Enes Kanter. Enter Kanter with the spin move on Josh Allen, short hook inside. Marcus Smart comes down with the rebound, kicks it to Kemba Walker at the top of the key. Kemba, woo, tries to dunk. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Jaylen Brown. He tries to dunk right over Josh Allen. He did miss the dunk, but he was fouled on the play, so Jaylen Brown will go to the line. Man, Jaylen Brown took it hard on Josh Allen. He almost completed that dunk play. Nice strong move by Jaylen Brown to go right at Josh Allen like that. All right, guys, so we go into commercial. And Celtics, as usual, keeping themselves in the game, came right back off the half and, decreased that lead. Let's go on to the comments, see what you guys are talking about. I get on Steph, but he tries to be there for his fans. Damn right. And that you got to respect. It's not all about, accepting and this is the new age of the game. No, fans pay money. We pay those salaries, man. And it's a part of their responsibilities. Remember, this is entertainment. So if you're not on the court, you're not entertaining us. And you're being paid millions to entertain. After all the major injuries D Rose has had, he still plays 51 to 66 games. Yeah, and he plays through injuries. So you got to respect Derrick Rose too, and he's had a ton of injuries. Freddie, look at Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook's another one. He has some serious injuries, but he gets in there and he plays the games. These guys get to this superstar status and everybody around the league is all on them and stuff, but they're just not there for the fans. And it's, to me, I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to move into what they call the new age of basketball and accept that this is how it goes, because, again, it doesn't go that way for all of them. It seems to be the bigger the name, these guys start getting this chip on their shoulder, like they can just take weeks off at a time. And, that's just not good basketball. Steph banged his head, dislocated his finger, bad ankle, still plays 60. Exactly, man. Exactly. That's hard. Kawhi said if he's not 100%, he won't play. His words, not mine. Exactly. And fans are saying we should just accept that. No, sir. And like I said, all of the hate that we get for LeBron James, why isn't anybody talking about that? Like, why isn't anybody talking about how LeBron James rolled his ankle, go back to the locker room, comes back out and plays? but we're supposed to accept Kawhi being out for 2 weeks just because his knee is sore. You know how many players are playing sore? The true NBA has been dead for a while now. Shaking my head. Ain't that the truth, Josh? I would be pissed if I paid bread to see Lakers versus the Clippers and Braun and Kawhi decided to sit out. Yeah, for real. Give me a refund because that's what you're paying for. D is preaching. I'm sorry, man. Let me get off of that. You're right. You're right, Josh. Let me stop. Freddie, right. I would be pissed too. Let me stop preaching, man. Let's go. Let me get back to this basketball. You said, stop all that preaching, D. I just had to go on my little rant, guys, you know. All right. So for some reason, I don't know why, but they're having a center court jump between Josh Allen and Enes Kanter. Would expect Josh Allen to get this jump ball, and he does. All right, so Allen tips the ball out to Enes Kanter. Sorry, Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie for the three, but a foul call before he pulled up the shot. Oh, okay. Yeah. Marcus Smart with a push off. Oh wow! So they just called another foul on Marcus Smart. Bad call by the refs, man. I don't know what uh, these refs are doing right now. All right, so Joe Harris with the drive to the lane gets tied up, kicks it back out to Dinwiddie. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Dinwiddie for the long three, and he misses that. Jason Tatum comes down with the rebound. So Marcus Smart gets pushed, and then the refs, he complains, and the refs calls him for a technical. Now, at this point, I think Brad Stevens should sit Marcus Smart. He just picked up 3 fouls consecutively and getting hit with that tech. Probably he should be sat down, but Stevens leaves him in the game. So here we go. Passed into Joe Harris. Joe Harris right to the lane for the layup on Jaylen Brown. So 69-62, 7-point lead by the Brooklyn Nets. So the Nets extend their lead once again, and the Nets have pretty much been controlling this game. Boston came back and took the lead once, but the Nets went right back up. And a bad pass by Marcus Smart, picked off by Josh Allen, down in the lane for the dunk. 71-62, back up to a 9-point lead. So, guys, we get a couple of fouls here, a technical, and back up to a 9-point lead. The Boston Celtics keep finding themselves in a hole, and that's just not going to cut it. Can't come back that way. Celtics should have kept Aaron Baines. Yeah, I agree with that, Josh. Baines is a tough player. Great presence down there in the hole. I don't know what is going on. Wow. My man G Boogie just stepped in the building. What's up, G Boogie? Just giving a little basketball action here. Appreciate you coming through, my brother. But yeah, Josh, I agree with you, bro. I think they should have kept Aaron Baines on. But you know, they built a pretty nice team though, so I can't really complain too much about what the Celtics has going on, what the Celtics have going on here, man. They've done a pretty good job with this team. G Boogie said, "Greetings and salutations, fam. Greetings to you too, G Boogie. No, you always appreciate it, my man. You and everyone else in the Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family. We trying to build a big community, man. I want 10,000, 10 million subscribers eventually. All knowledgeable sports fans. I mean, as you can see, if you read through the comments, G Boogie, I have just as knowledgeable basketball fans as I do boxing fans, all a part of this Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family. You know? So, guys, when we talk about injuries, though, let's not forget that Boston Celtics are still missing Gordon Hayward, and he's going to be a huge addition to that team when he returns. And this is what you want to see. Like, this is what you want to see with the Nets. You want to see them doing good in the season without one of their star players on the court. You know? But it's just not so. And we could say that Kyrie Irving's sitting, but it would appear that Kyrie Irving is the Nets are doing a little better without him on the court. You know, some fans have made that argument. Word up, D. Mr. Pigeon, what's up with you, bro? Appreciate you coming through. Mr. Pigeon in there, the silent assassin. I didn't even know you was in here, bro. Aaron Baines was, yeah. And I think you meant to say underrated, and I would agree with you, Mr. Pigeon. He was. All right, guys, so 62-71, Celtics with the ball, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Marcus Smart dribbles around Joe Harris, turnaround jumper, and rattles in. So it's 64-71. They bring it back down to a 7-point lead. See if they can do what they've been doing most of the game, digging into the lead as soon as the Nets get one. Josh Allen to go inside. Loses control of the ball out of bounds, so it's back to the Celtics. And this is what the Celtics has been doing to the Nets pretty much all game. Anytime the Nets mount a lead, the Celtics come right back and dig into it. So Kemba Walker for the three. That's off. It was rebounded by Temple. Dinwiddie with the nice crossover, but he couldn't convert the layup. So Jason Tatum will bring the ball across court, kicks it out to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown into Enes Kanter, but Enes Kanter can't handle the pass. So out of bounds on the Celtics. I don't know what's going on with my machine. All right, so Dinwiddie with the ball on the wing, dribbles, try to get around Kanter, and Kanter with the nice hands taps the ball away. Oh, and Marcus Smart with another terrible pass. Kanter couldn't handle it. Blocking foul called. Blocking foul on Kemba Walker. He didn't have his feet planted, so yeah. So Musa will go to the free throw line. Had Kemba Walker got his feet set there, that would have easily been an offensive foul. My man Ness still in the building. What's up, Ness? I thought you took off for me. He said, "What's up, Mr. Pigeon?" Yeah, that's my man Ness Mendoza. Ness and I are huge boxing fans. I'm just a sports fanatic, but Ness is, you know, we got a lot of the same picks in our prediction league. That's my man. That's my brother. Ness Mendoza. All right, guys. So Musa hits the one out of 2 free throws, and it's 64-72, and stolen by the Brooklyn Nets, but steps out of bounds. So The ball will go back to the Celtics. Prince stole the ball, but he stepped out of bounds. So Tatum gets the ball into Walker. Walker into Cantor. Cantor goes for the layup, but blocked by Josh Allen. Joe Harris comes down with the rebound. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie at the top of the key. Dribbles around the screen. Dinwiddie gets into the lane and fouled by Jaylen Brown. 64-72. 8-point game. Jared Allen with the terrific block on Enes Kanter. So Dinwiddie with the first free throw drains it. Extends that 8-point lead to a 9-point lead. Kanter will check out and Robert Williams checks in. Dinwiddie drains both of them. So it's now a 10-point lead, back to a double-digit lead for the Celtics. Kemba Walker brings the ball up the court. Passes it to Jason Tatum at the top of the key. And shot blocked, another block by Jared Allen again. And Dinwiddie brings the ball up the court, 10-point lead. Shoots it to the corner, Joe Harris. Joe Harris to Prince. Prince tries an alley-oop for Allen, but he couldn't control the ball and loses it out of bounds. So this is a chance for the Celtics to dig back into this double-digit lead, guys. So Marcus Smart will bring the ball up court. Marcus Smart over to Grant Williams in the corner. Back to Marcus Smart. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Jason Tatum for the three. Misses that. Jared Allen comes down with the rebound. Kicks it to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie for the long three and drains it. So a 13-point lead by the Nets. 4 minutes, 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Kemba Walker drives the lane right to the chest of Josh Allen. He misses, but Williams III comes back with the putback, 66-77. So Dinwiddie will bring the ball across the court for the Nets. Dribbles around the Josh Allen screen, shoots the jump shot. Dinwiddie is on fire. 3-pointer. 14-point lead, guys. Dinwiddie is on fire right now. Looks like Dinwiddie is playing how we expect Kyrie to play. And Kemba Walker drives into the chest of Josh Allen again. This time he drains it and gets an opportunity for the 3-point play. So Kemba Walker is taking it right to Josh Allen. And we know Josh Allen is a hell of a defender, but Walker's fearless, man. And, you know, he just took it to Josh Allen 2 possessions back to back. So Kemba Walker looks like he's trying to get his team back into it. And let's see if he can convert on the 3-point play here. Kemba at the line for 3 for the free throw, and he does. He converts on the 3-point play. We have Enes Kanter, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart on the bench right now. It's an 11-point game. So Dinwiddie is just on fire right now. But he was just fouled by Wanamaker on the shot, and it looks like it may be a 3-point. Looks like his foot was behind the line. That's the first of the free throws. He drains that one. So it's 69-81. 12-point game, guys. And he shoots again, and yes, he was behind the 3-point line. So he hits the second of the 3 free throws. So it's 69-82. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left in the third quarter. And he completes the 3 points. So it's back up to a 14-point lead. Kemba Walker's coming down the court. He stops and pops a three of his own. He misses that. DeAndre Jordan back in the game, snatches down the rebound. And Dinwiddie, who's on fire, brings the ball back up court. He dribbles around Kemba Walker into DeAndre Jordan, kicks it back out to the top. Long jumper miss. Rebounded by Wanamaker. Wanamaker takes it coast to coast for the short floater in the lane, 71-83. Dinwiddie brings the ball across court, defended by Kemba Walker. Passes it over to Temple. Temple to Iman Shumpert for the three. Shumpert off the mark. And Boston controls the rebound. Robert Williams III brings it down. Kemba Walker with another three-pointer, and Kemba Walker is just off from that three-point mark. He's missed three-pointers straight. So DeAndre Jordan with another rebound. Over to Dinwiddie, out for Tice at the three. And that was missed. I'm sorry, not Tice, but Musa. So Wanamaker has the ball, dribbles around the screen, inside to Robert Williams III. Williams converts for the nice short jump hook. So 73-83, guys. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. So the Celtics has brought this lead down to a 10-point lead. So Musa at the top of the key drives the lane and misses the jump shot. All right, guys. So the Celtics has switched their lineup. They brought their second team out to try to gain control of this game, and they're doing a pretty good job. Williams III with a shot from the free throw line and drains it. So the Celtics dig back into that lead. We're back to a single-digit lead. And Pinson will bring the ball up, passes it off to DeAndre Jordan. Pinson on the wing, dribbles around Wanamaker, but stolen by Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum with the Euro step and drains the layup. So the Celtics back on a run, guys. 6-point lead. They dropped that 14-point lead to a 6-point lead, 6-point run by the Celtics currently. So Temple with the ball at the top of the key, dribbles around the screen, shoots it to the corner to Pinson for the three. Pinson misses the three. Robert Williams III with the rebound. And Wanamaker right to the lane and scores with the foul and one. Count them. All right, so the Celtics are on an 8-point run. And if Wanamaker can convert the three-point play, it will be a 9-point run to get themselves back into this game, drive that lead down. And as I said earlier, guys, every single time the Nets get an extended lead, the Celtics dig their way back in. So Wanamaker does convert, and it's now down to a 3-point lead from 14 with a nice 9-point run by the Celtics. And actually, it's an 11-point run. So another missed three by the Brooklyn Nets. Temple with a long three that was off. Jason Tatum has the ball, shoots a long three from the top of the key. He misses. And then Musa with the rebound. And Pinson with the long pass. Long pass to Iman Shumpert, who was down court by himself. 5-point lead, guys, 80-85. Wanamaker with the ball at the top of the key, dribbles around the Robert Williams screen, but a reaching call on Temple. 31 seconds left on the clock for the third quarter, guys. It's 85-80. Brooklyn Nets are in the penalty, so the Boston Celtics will step to the line for 2 points. That's the charity stripe, as I like to call it. Wanamaker's a pretty decent free throw shooter, so we would expect he drains both of these and get it down to a 3-point lead. And he sinks the first one, so it's 81 to 85, 4-point lead. Leading scorers right now, Jason Tatum with 22 points for the Celtics, and Spencer Dinwiddie, 27 points for the Brooklyn Nets. He's been on fire here lately. Also, Wanamaker misses the second free throw. Prince with the rebound, passes it over to Temple. And Temple back to that hot man, Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie dribbles around the screen. He gets double teamed, gives it off to Prince for the three, but a nice defensive block by the Celtics. Oh, but they lose the ball. Prince picks it up in for the dunk. 87 to 81, 6-point lead, 5 seconds on the game clock. Ellison with the ball at the top, drives the lane, tries to get it into Williams, but knocked out by DeAndre Jordan. So they go into the fourth quarter with a 6-point lead by the Nets. The Celtics were down 14 points, but they dug their way back in, and now it's down to a 6-point lead going into the fourth quarter, which, with the way these two teams have been playing, that's got to be good news for the Celtics. 6 points is, 2 steals and 2 3-pointers. That's a tie game. So let's see what you guys are talking about in the chat. Mr. Pigeon said, not too bad, Ness. I've decided to upload content today, boxing, comedy related. I'll be sure to check that out, Mr. Pigeon. I think I'm going to upload a couple of videos myself. Probably a few videos, one basketball video and a couple of boxing videos. For me, out and about in the UK, man, must be nice. I want to get back over there to Europe. I've been to the UK, Mr. Pigeon. I did enjoy myself while I was over there. I would like to come back and visit again. Travel's so expensive sometimes, though. Mr. Pigeon says, cool. So Josh says, I like Aaron Baines in that 2018 playoffs. I don't know, but in my opinion, he was playing. No, I agree with you, Josh. Aaron Baines is he's a great player, and I also agree that he was underrated. It was. I really can't say that it was a bad move by trading him away, because again, if you trade a player like Baines away and then your team looks bad, then, maybe you could say it was a bad move. But the fact that the Celtics are looking pretty good, maybe it was a good trade. We'll have to see. Give it 40 games or so into the season. We'll see how they're looking. But as of right now, they're looking pretty good. So, guys, we're going into the fourth quarter, 6-point lead by the Celtics, 81 to 87. Look like it's a nice sunny day out there. Not sure what the temperature is. Both teams are actually shooting 45%, but the Brooklyn Nets lead with assists, almost double, 22 to 13. So we start the quarter off Temple at the top of the key. And my stream just froze. How about that, guys? Let me refresh here. Get back into this. Sorry about that, guys. Stream froze up on me. It's pretty good, though. We only had that happen once, so I'm not complaining. But the Celtics, the way they've been coming back, now the Celtics is at the free throw line, and it must have been a 3-point play because it's 83 to 87, 5-point lead, guys. But I think that was Wanamaker couldn't convert the 3-point play. So DeAndre Jordan with the ball at the top of the key passes it over to Pence. Pence dribbles around the DeAndre Jordan screen, passes it back to Temple. Temple at the top of the key. Joe Harris with the ball, almost lost it, shoots the short jump hook, and it rattles around and goes in. 89-83. Back to a 6-point lead by the Celtics. So Robert Williams III passes it into Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown travels and turns the ball over. Jaylen Brown is another one of these players that looked real promising the first season he came in, but he just wasn't able to materialize. And I'm not sure if it's the system that he's having a problem with settling or what. And a stolen, and then stolen back by the Nets. So little action there, guys. So Pence almost loses the ball again. Pinson, I'm sorry. Passes it to Joe Harris. Joe Harris with the stutter step. Nice hands by Jaylen Brown to have the ball stolen. And foul is, can't see who just got fouled. Looks like Ojali was fouled by Pinson. So Ojali to the line for 2. He drains the first one, 84-89, 5-point game. 10 minutes, 22 seconds left in the fourth and final quarter. So Jaylee drains both of them, 85-89. Celtics are right in there, guys. 4-point lead. DeAndre Jordan with the ball at the top of the key. And Temple with the 3-pointer, 92-85. Back up to a 7-point lead. So Wanamaker fouled at the top of the key by Temple. It's a non-shooting foul, so 17 seconds on the shot clock. Celtics will bring the ball in. So Jaylen Brown passes the ball into Williams III. Wanamaker with the ball on the wing. Ellison for the 3-pointer. That's off. DeAndre Jordan with the rebound. Joe Harris. And Temple for another corner 3 and drains it. So they extend the lead back to 10. Timeout called by Brad Stevens. Smart timeout. Celtics, every time they get it back down, and the Nets find a way to extend that lead back to double digits, and it's happened again. Freddie says Dinwiddie is going off. Yes, he is. And Dinwiddie's on the bench right now, and it's Temple that stepped up, and he's starting to go off, Freddie. But either way, the Celtics just can't get over that hump. They bring the lead back down, and then they allow the Brooklyn Nets to extend it back. So it's about 4 times the Celtics has taken a double-digit lead and worked it down to 4 points or under, but they lose a couple of balls, turn them over and miss a couple of shots, and the next thing you know is right back to a double-digit lead. So it's a 10-point game with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. And I do appreciate you guys coming through. And for anyone who hasn't hit that like, please hit that like button for me. That would be appreciated. Boy, my phone is going off, guys. I'll tell you what.
If your roof is over 7 years old, you may qualify.
I didn't mean to do that. Apologize for that. Yeah, I agree. With Dinwiddie, Freddie, this is the type of play we would like to see from Kyrie on a consistent basis. Like, he's controlling the ball. He's making good passes. He's making his shots. He's defending well, and you know you don't expect your backup point guard to do that. You expect your main point guard to do that, but at this point, when we talk about consistency, I would have to say that Dinwiddie is proven to be a little more consistent than Kyrie. Now you know they're not going to start him because they got to get their money's worth out of Kyrie, and Kyrie has the potential too to put up 50-point games, which he's already proven to us on multiple occasions. But Kyrie has definitely got to step it up and, you know, stop with the sympathetic letters because the fans don't want to hear that, and they didn't take to that well. What they want to see you do is play. And Kyrie's missed 8 straight games, so this is just not cutting it to have your 2 best players off the court when you're trying to, you know, bring this team back into contention. No Kyrie, no Kevin Durant. Really unfortunate for the Nets. Okay, guys, so we're back, and Wanamaker at the top of the key with the ball, passes it to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown dribbles inside for the layup, and he travels again. That's Jaylen Brown's 3rd travel this game to turn the ball over. Jaylen Brown is just not in any kind of rhythm at all. All right, so Temple brings the ball up, passes it to DeAndre Jordan at the top of the key, inside to Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert with the scoop for the layup, but misses. Ojili with the ball on the wing. Bad pass to Jaylen Brown, so we have a 4-on-2. Out to Joe Harris for the 3-pointer, and Joe misses the 3. Wanamaker with the rebound. Has Temple defending at the top. Jaylen Brown again. Looks like it was another travel by Jaylen Brown, but they didn't call it this time. So Jaylen Brown with the 2 points. So, guys, back to a single-digit lead. Let's see if the Celtics can bring that down and possibly take the lead this time. 8-point game. Temple with the nice alley to DeAndre Jordan. 87-97. So Wanamaker bring the ball across court over to Ellison. Ellison blocked by DeAndre Jordan. Nice defense. Edwards, I'm sorry, not Ellison. DeAndre Jordan is putting in some good minutes since Allen has left the game. He's got a couple of alley-oops, a few blocks, and was responsible for a couple of steals also. And he's pulling down many boards on, you know, the floor. So he's doing very well coming in for Josh Allen. DeAndre Jordan with the ball at the top of the key. Passes it over to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie dribbles around the double team, steps back out behind the 3-point line, shoots, and scores. Dinwiddie is unstoppable right now. Back up to a 13-point lead, 30 points for Dinwiddie. They're going to have to stop this guy, or it looks like Boston might be losing this game because they can't. It just seems that they can't get this lead under control. My man Timmy stepped in the building. Salute, D. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too, Timmy. Appreciate you coming through. Timmy is a boxing fan, but I believe he came to check your boy D out on this basketball talk. Always appreciate it, Timmy. And Timmy, just for you stepping in, it's a 13-point game. The Nets are up on the Celtics, and the Celtics just can't seem to find a way to get this lead down. So Dinwiddie with the ball, and another alley to DeAndre Jordan. It's a 15-point lead, guys. Back up to double digits, back up to 15. Kemba Walker's checked back in the game. Nice dump pass off to Cantor on the inside. 89-102. So the Celtics are going to need to step up the defense, take care of the ball, get some stops here. They have to do something about Dinwiddie, so they put Marcus Smart on him, which I think is a good idea. Probably one of their best defenders. Cross court to Prince. Prince off the mark with the three-pointer, rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown passes it to Smart for the three. Smart drains it. Back to a single-digit lead. Oh, I'm sorry. It's still 10 points, so it's still a double-digit lead, but they just went on a quick 5-point run, so it's a 10-point game with 6 minutes, 22 seconds left. That's my son Tyshawn Powell. That is my blood son in the building. What's up, son? Appreciate you coming through. Just a little basketball commentary for the folks. Celtics versus the Nets. It's a 10-point game. Mr. Funky, what's up, Mr. Funky? Appreciate you coming through. Son and Mr. Funky, hit that like for me if you guys don't mind. So it's 90-104. Actually a 14-point game. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the quarter. So, yeah, guys, I'll tell you this. If the Celtics cannot get into an offensive rhythm, then it's going to be a definite win for the Nets, man. They just, every time they drive that lead down, they, get a couple of turnovers and give the ball up, and Dinwiddie is on fire, so they're going to have to do something about this guy too, because Dinwiddie is torching him. He's got 32 points at this time, and he's not slowing down. So they're going to have to get some stops in there to get back into this game. 6 minutes, however, is plenty of time, so, the game is not over, but the Celtics is going to have to play some defense and get some stops. And then they're going to have to convert when they do get the stops to get back into this game. Jaylen Brown is not really playing well. His last 4 possessions, he's either turned the ball over with the travel or offensive foul. He did hit one of them, but, that's not going to get you back into the game. And with the Celtics being second on the Eastern Conference right now, and the Nets being 7th, with a 9-9 record, Celtics with a 13-4 record, you would expect that the Celtics would come in here and handle business, but it's the Nets that have stepped it up and, has basically been in control this entire game. So we're off commercial, guys. They're showing some DeAndre Jordan highlights. He had a couple of alley-oops there. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I was looking at something on my line, but it's 92-102, 10-point lead. An offensive foul by Dinwiddie, Marcus Smart. See, that was a good move by Brad Stevens to put Marcus Smart on Dinwiddie, because that's their best defender, and Dinwiddie's absolutely torching them right now. So good move by Brad Stevens. Kemba Walker drives the lane on Josh Allen. Kemba Walker has had Josh Allen's number all day long. So it's back to an 8-point lead, 94-102. Dinwiddie with the ball at the top, passes it over to Prince. Dinwiddie with the turnaround jumper, but blocked by Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown. Wow. So Jaylen Brown was getting ready to go in for the drive, but it was an offensive foul off the ball, not on Jaylen Brown. But, that's just, the Celtics, man, they just really have to do better. They're blowing their chances. So back on commercials, coincidentally, but Jaylen Brown was getting ready to go in for the layup, and then Grant Williams just barreled into the Nets player, and the refs are not going to let that go. So they called Grant Williams for the foul. So, guys, for everybody just stepping in, it's an 8-point game, 94 to 102. And with 5 minutes, 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So, see what the Celtics can do here. The Nets actually took it as far as a 15-point lead, but every time they got to a double-digit lead, the Celtics dug in, went on a run, and found a way to get themselves back into this game. And, hopefully for the Celtics, they can do it again because Dinwiddie is on fire. And Brad Stevens made some adjustments, and he's put Marcus Smart on Dinwiddie, which has been a good move because Dinwiddie hasn't scored in the last 3 possessions. So we'll see how that works out for these guys. So Brad Stevens utilizes his challenge, and he challenges the offensive foul. And we'll see what the referees say right here, guys. And challenge denied. 5 minutes, 42 seconds left, and the Nets take over the ball. So they don't give him the call on that challenge. Dinwiddie with the ball at the top of the key. Marcus Smart runs up on him. He passes the ball off. They switch on the defense. Now they have Grant on him. Looks like Dinwiddie's going to take advantage of Grant, and he does, right to the lane for the layup. 104-94, back to a double-digit lead. So Wanamaker brings the ball down the court, drives the lane on Josh Allen, kicks it out. Kemba Walker with the ball, steps back for the 3, and Kemba Walker misses the 3. Rebounded by Joe Harris. Long pass to Prince down in the corner. Prince hesitates, fakes, and stolen by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown one-on-one takes it right to the rack and fouled by Dinwiddie on the drive. So Jaylen Brown will go to the line for 2 points, see if he can knock this 10-point lead down to 8. Mr. Funky says, go Celtics. All right, I hear you, Mr. Funky. Well, they're going to have to dig in. They have 5 minutes left to dig into that 10-point lead. And I will say this, Mr. Funky, every time that the Nets have taken a double-digit lead, the Celtics has found a way to dig back in and get back into the game. So hopefully they can do that again. Right now, the Celtics is at the free throw line. Jaylen Brown drains the first one, so it's 95 to 104. He's up for his second free throw. Drains that one as well, so it's 96 to 104, 8-point lead with 4 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. Dinwiddie bring the ball across court, dribbles around the screens. So Prince with the ball, kicks it to Joe Harris. Joe Harris drives in. Back to Prince, backdoor cut, blocked by Marcus Smart. Shot clock violation. Great defense by the Boston Celtics. This is what it takes to get back into the game. So they get a shot clock violation. Marcus Smart with that defense got a little bit of the arm, but the refs didn't call that. And it's all about what the refs call, guys. So Kemba Walker will bring the ball up court. Kemba Walker dribbles around the screen, gets the ball to Grant. I think Grant jumps on the ball and calls a timeout. And right back to commercial. 8-point game, guys. 4 minutes, 17 seconds left. So could be potentially a quick 4 or 5-point run by the Celtics, and this is what they need, but they're going to have to convert on this score. Looks like this game may come down to the wire. Maybe we'll get some luck and get an overtime game, and you guys hang out with D Jefferson just a little more. Be perfectly honest, I wouldn't mind hanging out with you guys, but I need to get some videos done. So, as Mr. Funky says, go Celtics. Let's see if the Celtics can close it out, Mr. Funky. Get this game over with, put that thing to bed. But I will say this, without Kyrie Irving going against the top tier team like the Celtics, the Brooklyn Nets have shown up today. They've done an excellent job. They pretty much controlled the whole game. They started out early in the fourth quarter with a 14-point lead. The Celtics dug their way back in. And then in the second quarter, they extended it to another 13-point lead. Celtics dug their way back in again, brought it down to 3. In the third quarter, they extended it to a 15-point lead. And that was actually after the Celtics took a 3-point lead themselves. The Celtics has only had one lead this season, but we shall see. Now, they just put some stats up there. In offensive rating, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kemba Walker are all over 120 offensively in the fourth quarter. So that's good news for the Celtics. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kemba Walker with the ball way out on the wing. 6, 5. Kemba with the floater. Nice pass inside, but just in and out by Grant Williams. So Dinwiddie with the ball at the top of the key. He's double teamed immediately. Prince with the ball shoots it over to Joe Harris in the corner. Harris will slash the lane. Harris with the nice move on the inside, but to no avail, and Boston steals the ball. All right, referees blows the whistle. And I'm not sure what happened. Celtics stole the ball, and the refs blew the whistle, guys, so we'll get some clarification here in a minute. I think they're looking to see if the ball went out of bounds. Oh, okay. So that's what happened, guys. The Celtics stole the ball, but dribbling to go down court, the ball hit the line and went out of bounds. So it will be the Nets ball. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Very unfortunate for the Celtics because that was great defense. They had the Nets down to a 24-second violation, stole the ball on the Joe Harris drive to the lane, but the ball went out of bounds. So the Celtics are playing some really hard defense right now. All right, timeout call. Back to a commercial break again. What did the Celtics get in return for him? For who is that, Josh? I'm not sure who you're talking about. I think it was might have had something to do with the Jaylen Brown trade. If you're talking about Baines. But I'll tell you something, guys. I want to know, I'm interested in why the Celtics has not inserted Taco Falls into this team. I mean, he's a talented, really tall young guy. And I'm really interested to see what he's going to do in this league. I think he might be in the D-League development right now, but Taco Falls has a lot of potential. And like I said, he's an agile. He's a tall man, but he's agile. He can shoot the ball. He defends well. And, another one is Bobo for Denver Nuggets. He's another guy, Manute Bol's son. I want to see what he can do because he's also talented and agile. These guys are not just tall. They can move pretty well, spin moves, good footwork. All right, so Dinwiddie into Allen and another steal by Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart to the rack and fouled by Temple. So Marcus Smart will go to the line for 2. Possibly bring this down to 6-point game. This is what the Celtics has done all night long. Every time the Nets get to a double-digit lead, they dig in and they get themselves back in the game. Taco Falls is not ready for the NBA minutes right now. Yeah, that probably has a lot to do with it, Freddie. I can't argue that in any. But I'm just interested to see, because like I said, he's agile. All right, so Marcus Smart hits both free throws and brings this down to a 6-point game, guys. We got a very interesting game here, 2-possession game. Joe Harris with the ball. Prince drives the lane. Prince misses the layup, rebounded by Williams III, hands it off to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker comes down full speed ahead, slows it down, backs it up. Jaylen Brown slashed to the inside, stolen by Prince. Prince slows it down, passes it off to Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie with Jason Tatum on him. Jason Tatum's a good defender. So Dinwiddie calling for the screen. He gets double teamed. Over to Prince in the corner for the 3 and drains it. So back to a 9-point lead, 2 minutes, 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kemba Walker brings the ball down. Dribbles around Allen and once again scores on Allen. Kemba Walker has been taking it to Allen all night long. So it's a 7-point game. Dinwiddie with the ball at the top of the key has Marcus Smart on the defense. Dinwiddie calls for the screen. Double teamed immediately. Into Josh Allen. Allen over to Joe Harris. Joe Harris drives the lane. Inside for the layup on Robert Williams III. 9-point game, 2 minutes on the game clock, guys. Kemba Walker. Dinwiddie on the defense. Kemba Walker dribbles around him. Shoots the 3 but missed. Marcus Smart with the rebound and fouled by either Joe Harris or Dinwiddie. Both. He got body contact by both guys. So, and they should call that on Dinwiddie because he contacted him first. Wow, I think the refs gave, see, this is what I don't like about the NBA. Now, in slow motion, it shows that Dinwiddie clearly caused contact with Marcus Smart first. But they gave the foul to Joe Harris. Now, that's a break for the Brooklyn Nets because Dinwiddie is the player that's on fire. But, he's in foul trouble too. So they kind of gave the Nets a break there and by calling that on Joe Harris instead of Dinwiddie. But, again, I'm not a referee. I'm not on that floor, so I just don't like the call. But it's 103, 6-point game. Temple for the layup. Miss. Jaylen Brown comes down with the ball and smacked out of bounds by Temple. 20 seconds on the game clock. Jaylen Brown kind of confused because he thought he had some contact. And I actually thought there was some contact there too. Yeah, it was all arm. These referees are not calling it well right now. Temple just hit all arm. He didn't even touch the ball, but the refs just call out of bounds. Jaylen Brown should actually be at the line for 2. So shot missed by the Celtics. Stolen by Jaylen Brown again. Nice steal. Kemba Walker shoots it to Jaylen Brown for the 3. Missed by Jaylen Brown and rebounded by Jason Tatum for the dunk inside. 4-point game. 57 seconds. Celtics should think about fouling here soon. Dinwiddie's controlling the clock. He's holding the ball. I'm not sure why the Celtics aren't fouling, but they're not. They're going to try to get a stop here. So Dinwiddie's trapped up. Joe Harris. Back to Joe Harris. Joe Harris steps back for the 3. Josh Allen with the dunk inside. 34.2 seconds. And believe Brad Stevens is on the sideline going crazy. Okay, so Kemba Walker has the ball at the top of the key. 6-point game. And he takes it to Josh Allen again. Another foul contact, but no call by the refs. 107 to 111. And, oh, wow. These refs are allowing a whole lot of contact. So the Celtics foul I just saw 2 fouls there. I just literally saw 2 fouls there on the Nets, and these referees didn't call any of them. Josh Allen extended his arms and pushed someone. When Kemba Walker took the drive, he had a lot of contact from Josh Allen on the layup. The refs didn't call that either. So, you know, unfortunate for the Celtics, but Dinwiddie definitely double teamed and fouled. 17 seconds left on the game clock. Well, guys, let's go to the comments, see what you guys are talking about. My man Toby in the building. What's up, Toby? Toby says he just dropped by to hit that link. Toby is another one of my UK Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family members. I appreciate you, Toby. Toby is a boxing fan, not at all basketball, but just showing the love and supporting the channel. Appreciate that, Toby. So Freddie said he's not conditioned to run with Capella, Cat, Jokic, and Bede, etc., especially since those four guys can spread the floor. He's not agile enough to rotate to the three-point line. Bobo is, though. Yeah, Bobo is. But Taco Falls is, I don't know. Yeah, he may not be agile. They may need to get him in the gym, Freddie, and work him out, get him some stamina training and such. I can't really disagree with you because he's kind of slower. And when you look at those guys you name, yeah, they'll take advantage of him, especially a guy like Giannis. He's too quick for Taco, but just that length, and he's got a great shot, and he can't get behind that three-point line now, Freddie. I don't know if you know, but Taco can shoot those threes too. Freddie said that's why Boban plays in certain matchups. Yeah, Boban, he's kind of slower too. All right, guys. So a foul on Temple, 12.1 seconds left in the game. Celtics had been doing so well on defense, guys, that it took them 3 fouls to even get into the penalty. So it was a lot of seconds drained. They started this whole runoff with 21 seconds, but it was a lot of seconds drained off the clock. Fortunately for the Celtics, Temple missed the first free throw. They're bringing Josh Allen back into the game for rebounding purposes and defense. And Temple drains the second one, so it's 2-possession game, 5-point game. Celtics are going to have to hurry here. Kemba Walker gets the ball up court in a hurry. Pops the three, misses. Jason Tatum shoots it back out for another 3, misses, and this game is over. So Brooklyn hang on to take out the Celtics 112-107. This was a great game, but I would say the Brooklyn Nets pretty much controlled the whole game. They kept getting into a double-digit lead, and the Celtics found themselves behind coming into the fourth quarter, and they just could never get enough momentum to regain that lead. I think it's unacceptable for the Celtics to drop this game without Kyrie being in there, but much respect and shout out to Dinwiddie. He played a hell of a game today. The defense was okay, but the Celtics were not in any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, the Celtics defense, on the other hand, was actually great today. They just couldn't drain the shots, so this is what kept them behind. But Spencer Dinwiddie had just a hell of a game, 6 for 8 from the three-point line, 10 for 19 from field goals. And so he had 11 assists and 32 points for a double-double. So Spencer Dinwiddie, he gets the game ball today, in my opinion. He went off on the Celtics and did just a spectacular job at taking this game in his hand. And, for Brooklyn Nets fans, this is what we want to actually see from Kyrie Irving. we got that from Spencer Dinwiddie today. And if this team plays that way, it just kind of gives you a clue of how devastating this team could be when when Kevin Durant comes back. But they're going to need to play on this level consistently so that when you insert Kevin Durant into this team, then they can be a contender and a threat. So, the Nets did a very good job on the Celtics, I would say. Freddie says, yeah, Falls is good athlete for his size, but if he can't rotate defensively to the 3-point line against Cat, Jokic, and B, they're going to eat him alive out there. Yeah, that's true. But, there's a lot of centers that can't rotate effectively against those guys you just named, because those guys you just named are special, Freddie. You know what I mean? That's why they are where they are. I wouldn't just limit that to Taco Falls, Capella, Bagley, AD, Dwight, etc. Probably 90% of the league beats him to the rim. Yeah, he's not mobile. He's like he says, like Vojanovic, kind of snoot foot, as I call him. But there's training that can be done to get him, a little quicker. Probably want to drop some weight and get in the gym. Freddie said, so at that point, you're playing 4 and 5 because you have to wait on him to get to the offense and defense. Yeah. He would be a disadvantage to some point, but it does depend on who you got in there at power forward, because they could rotate and he could drop back down in the hole and just be the low defender, and then the defensive sets that you use. So. But that's all up to coaching, Freddie. You know what I mean? This is not a one-on-one game. So when certain things happen, that's why you got switches. And, again, it depends on the power forward they put in there with him or whatever. But you make a good point about him not being able to hold these guys down one-on-one. So, yeah, if Falls gets faster and agile, he'll be tough, though. Yeah. They're just – that's what they need to just work on, some things, agility training and stuff like that. So early game too, it was Celtics against the Nets, and the Nets held on to take it, Ken, 112-107. The Nets pretty much controlled the game the whole time. I just wanted to give you guys some early game action, but I'll be back later tonight doing another game. Me and Lewis. I'm gonna work on a couple of videos here in a minute. But we got a celebration and a live commentary tonight, man. Lewis and I just hit 500 subs. We both just hit 500 subs, so we celebrate that. Gonna have a good game tonight. The Nuggets game, I believe we're doing tonight. Lewis is going to send me the info on that. My man Lewis always, he's the basketball guru, so I pretty much leave it up to him to pick the games we're going to do. I mean, we both talk about it, but like I said, Lewis is the basketball guru of the two of us, so I kind of leave the decision to him a lot of time, which, what he thinks, what game we should have. But let me check it out right quick. I think we're doing oh, wow, it's 2 good games, actually. The Clippers and San Antonio Spurs. Let me see. Golden State Hawks. I don't know. I have to ask Lewis, but the best game I see is the Spurs and the Clippers. So we might be doing that tonight, guys. Luka Doncic and Phoenix Suns play. Might be the Clippers and the Spurs. Sounds like a good game to me. I'll check with Lewis, but it's going to be at 8 o'clock. We got 8 o'clock, 8:30. We got 3 games at 8:30. So you guys join us tonight on the new basketball show. Basketball Live with Lewis and D. So, Mr. Funky, I appreciate you, my man. Okay, bye. I subscribe and ring that bell. Thanks for the commentary. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Really do. Let's see. Ken said, "Oh, do the Raptors." Let me see. Who does the Raptors play? Portland Trail Blazers. I don't see a Raptors game tonight. Oh, that's 7. I don't know. That is a good game too. The Raptors. Oh, come on, man. That game's okay. They playing the Magic, Orlando Magic. You just trying to see the Raptors beat somebody up, Ken? I don't know. I think the Spurs game was a little better than that one, bro. Come on now. I think, yeah. You want us to see the Raptors beat somebody up, Ken? Los Angeles Clippers Spurs game more competitive. But anyway, guys, I gotta get to work. Appreciate all you guys coming to join me for this Celtics and Nets game, and I'll see you guys tonight for the celebration 500 mark. And hey, guys, y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.